know, I have a big family, but what most of you don't know is how diverse my family is. I have 5 amazing brothers who were adopted at birth like me. Along with being adopted, 4 of my brothers have mental disabilities. Some of these disabilities include schizoaffective disorder, which causes loss of contact with reality and mood problems, Klinefelter syndrome, which affects different stages of physical, language, and social development, and fetal alcohol syndrome, which causes growth, mental, and physical problems for a child. My parents willingly adopted all of us, not knowing that they would be raising children with these disabilities. When they found out about them having disabilities, they got them the help they needed. They got them on the right medicine, found the right doctors, the right family, and the right schools. My brothers attend a school specifically for kids like them, who either don't come from good homes or who have mild or more severe disabilities than them. At home, there is always something interesting going on, whether it is my brothers needing something from my mom, or my brother's physical therapist working with him, or even just everyone screaming. This is hard because the things going on seem to always revolve around my brothers. Since I'm the only girl, and when I tell people I'm the only girl, the responses are almost all the same. Oh, you're so lucky, or you must be the princess, which is true. However, when I'm home, that's not the case, because sometimes I don't get the attention I would like. For instance, my brother Niall could be the happiest kid at one moment, but a monster the next. If I'm talking with my mom and Niall comes in and needs something, she will get distracted and try to multitask and talk with both of us, which doesn't usually work. If my mom, dad, or nanny doesn't let him have or do something, he would have the biggest fit, screaming at my mom, hitting people, or even breaking things. Witnessing these fits at home isn't such a big deal, but taking these fits into public is totally different. One time, when my family was shopping in Walmart, I wanted to look good for the hot guys who worked there. Believe it or not, hot guys really do work at Walmart. As I was walking with my mom, I tried to act cool and try to look the best, but it didn't go as I planned. Niall wanted a new toy that was very expensive, but of course my mom said no. So what did he do? He threw a huge fit in the store, in front of everyone. He was screaming, crying, and grabbing things. As my mom tried to calm him down, I'm ashamed to say this, but instead of helping her, I walked away. I know that wasn't the right thing to do, and looking back, I think to myself, I'm such a bad sister. I didn't walk away because I needed something or had a phone call. I did it because honestly, I didn't want to be seen with them. It wasn't because I wanted to look good for the hot guys. It was because I was embarrassed and I didn't want to be judged by everyone. This isn't the only time I didn't want to be seen in public with them. My family goes out together all the time, which is a lot of fun, but definitely hard. I grew up being the only girl and the only black person in the family. Wherever my family goes, people stare at us, or people would make little comments amongst themselves. I always feel like I don't belong with my family, and that I'm the odd one out. Sometimes I see a person staring at my brother's open mouth and face, which is covered with acne. I know that the person is judging him, and all I want to do is yell at the person and ask, have you ever been taught that it was rude to stare? But I can't, and won't. Sometimes I don't want to go out to dinner because I just want to eat in peace with my family instead of having everyone in their business staring. But sitting at family dinner, looking around at my brothers, I realize, as odd as it may be, I'm not the only different one. I bet some of you are probably thinking, wow, her life really isn't that great, or I guess she really isn't all smiles all the time, or even she doesn't even like her brothers. But I don't want you to leave this chapel thinking that. My brothers mean the world to me. Although it's hard to deal with them, I still love them and they still manage to put a smile on my face. They're the most loving people I know, and whenever I'm in a bad mood, they always cheer me up. I've learned that everyone is going to judge you about all sorts of things, like how you dress, how you talk, what you look like, even who you hang out with. We are all judged no matter who or what we are. And once you see this, the judgment of others becomes just one less thing to worry about. Who cares if people think my family is rude or we all look different? As long as I know how grateful and blessed I am to have been adopted into this family with 5 brothers I don't know what I would do without, and 2 amazing parents.